So I got asked by one of my homies, why am I saying things in such a way to try to cheer everybody? Why am I trying to trigger everybody? That's because that's what I needed. I needed to be triggered to open my eyes up. And it's funny when people say stuff like, oh, you don't know what it's like to be addicted or depressed. All right, little buddy, I went from having 40 to 100K months. I had 10 supercars. I had a whole mansion that just sat there that I barely even went to. I had more than what your wildest dreams could even imagine life could be. I had access to drugs and alcohol you don't even know how to pronounce. I've been in rooms I shouldn't even have been in. The very top floors of special clubs that cost $20,000 memberships just to step inside to then pay a crazy premium to order from. There's different levels to this game, my friend, and it's so silly when you think your little endeavors even stack it close to what I've been able to gain, lose, rebuild character, gain again, transfer energy, come back. I've lived and died more times than you will ever even get to dip your toes in. So when I say depression's not real, I've been to the lowest of places and pulled myself out without pills. When I say addiction's not real, I have done and had access and chose to stop more high quality, more convenient, anything than what you get your little hands on, I'm sure, little buddy. And I've also been a very capable day drinker. So when I say alcoholic, I used to start my day with a line of wake up salt and a couple fucking shakers full of light margarita, because even though I was in a downward spiral, a massive downward spiral, I was still a fully capable human, still doing more, still saying more, still achieving more than you have even tried to start off with. So when I say addiction's not real, it's a choice. Promise you, little friend, it is. When I say depression isn't real, it's a choice. I have had $100,000 months, and then I've also spent almost a year working 24-hour shifts, sleeping in a car to make sure I could float all the bills I had stacked up so I wouldn't have to go bankrupt. So I've lived the most extravagant version of life, and then I lived the pinnacle of homelessness. 7 months straight, no days off, 24-hour shifts, sleeping in my car, showering at the gym, eating out of a microwave so that I can keep the shit rolling. So once I got my head out of my ass, I could pull together, all while still day drinking and doing drugs. It wasn't until I stopped and reflected on what the fuck was actually happening, quit pointing my finger at everybody else, started taking some responsibility for my part in what led up to getting my bank account ripped off and all my assets frozen. Once I was able to stop pointing the finger at other people, sit in my own shit for a second, pull my head out of my ass, had to get triggered by myself because I was comfortable. I was sleeping in a car. I went from a mansion, a beautiful house with a pool, everything you think you could possibly want, 9 supercars, drive all of them anytime I wanted, showed up, rolled up all the time, different car, VIP access everywhere I went, impeccable character built. I go to restaurants and the manager host would know me, come grab me from the line, give me a special table. Everybody knew who I was. I tipped very large. I was a very main character, to sleeping in a car, humbled myself, working 24-hour shifts, and that's real. I had 2 cell phones playing 2 different people. One 12-hour shift, I was me, clocking in every hour with a pin drop. Second 12-hour shift, I was the character on my other phone, checking it in every hour. I spent 7 months waking up every 45 to 50 minutes to check in and drop a pin, and then take another nap until it was time for me to get up and go to the gym. And then I would sneak off the job site, drop my pin, rush to the closest Planet Fitness, go get a workout in, rush back, do my check-in, rush back, go take a shower, rush back, and then start the next rotation of the day. I had a whole lot of time isolated to myself, and it took a large majority of that before I finally snapped out of it and went from, oh man, I'm a grinder. Who else can make this shit happen? Who else can lose it all and still come up with fucking 15 to 20K a month to cover bills? Still making it happen, not realizing my making it happen, I was sleeping in a car, getting fucking more and more down on my situation, digging deeper and deeper and deeper in this hole I saw no way out of. And then I jumped out, put my faith back in God, realigned myself, rebuilt my family, got everybody back on track, including myself. Primarily started with myself. That's how it all starts. You are the leader of your world. Got my shit together. Slowly started stacking it back up. And just like that, karma hit me, took a year of my life from me, humbled me, recentered me, and now life is better than it ever could be. When you realize that this existence is just expansion and contraction, and you learn how to ride that wave, you learn the lessons you're supposed to learn, you apply the lessons in real life, and you follow the path that is so clearly written for you, everything's good again. Everything's good again. And you get to just live a beautiful life in alignment, everything you ever want answered, and share that to other people. So when I say it's not real, promise you, little friend, I've been on the most extreme sides of both of it, and it wasn't an AA meeting, it wasn't a bunch of pills, it was a choice and some intentional actions that made it all happen. Now I don't drink, now I don't do drugs, all I do is burpees, walk, guide my family, make some money, enjoy life, sing a little bit too loud in church, and spread the word, baby, spread the word.